Okay, all right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Auntie Mai's channel. I'm going to be playing some more Magic the Gathering Arena today, and we're going to start with the Final Fantasy Jump-In event, which I personally don't know much about. I've never done a Jump-In event before, but they gave me this free Jump-In token thing, so I'm going to get free cards out of it. I might as well do it. So we're just going to go ahead and use that real quick, and let's see here. Choose one of these themed decks. Twice you choose one packet from among three. Each packet is 20 cards, including lands. So we got Black White Merciless, Mono Green Chocobos, or Mono Red Bold. I honestly, out of the three, I'm feeling the Black White. So let's go with that. And then we choose Black White or Green White Valiant, Black Devious, or White Weapons. Ooh, I'm feeling the Devious. I like black. Black is my color in this game. All right, so keep playing until the event ends. Okay, so what is this? Oh, if I win, I get a special card. Card will be at least uncommon. That tells me it might be random, and if it is, that's perfectly okay with me. So let's go ahead and let's do this. So the point is, I didn't even check. You know what? Before we get into this, let's go ahead and oh nope, too late. Sorry. Well, after this match, we will check what my dailies are so y'all know what the objectives are. Honestly, I didn't even check them. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing for my dailies today. Oh, these swamps are so pretty! Okay, what do these cards do? Whenever another creature or artifact you control dies, put a +1/+1 counter. Okay, that's pretty good. Whenever one or more creatures or artifacts you control die, draw a card. Ooh. Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. And demons you control have Menace, Lifelink, Haste. Beginning combat on your turn, exile to 1 target creature card from your graveyard, blah, blah, blah. Okay. No demons in hand, but you know what? The rest of the cards in this hand are pretty solid. I'm going to keep. It definitely works for me. Hide my email, huh? That's this guy's username. Hide my email. Well, that's not suspicious at all, my dear. Oh, I didn't see how expensive this card was. 3/5 reach. Still not bad. Still not bad. I'll definitely take it. Vane's Treachery. Okay, so with a kicker, sacrifice an extra creature. Target creature gets -2/-2. If the spell is kicked, -6. Holy crap. That is brutal. All right, we're going to play land, and we're going to go ahead and play Judge Magister McDudeface here. 2/2 Menace. Whenever another creature dies, he gets a +1/+1 counter. I am happy with that. Sabotender. 2/1 reach landfall. Ooh, and he gets Chocobo tokens? Oh, from the side quest. Ouch. Oh, and it transforms into a black Chocobo. When it transforms, rampant growth. When a land you control enters... landfall bird boost? That's actually pretty scary. Okay, Capital City. Oh, I want the land. I don't want the cycle. And let's see. When Rufus Shinra attacks, if you don't control a creature named Darkstar, create Darkstar. I like that. We're going to play Rufus. We're going to play Rufus, and... We need no attacks this turn. No attacks this turn. Part of me was like, well, we could kill one of the creatures on Rufus like a dog. Oh, it looks like he's got a dog. That actually might be where it's from. I don't know. This is not a Final Fantasy character I know anything about. Whenever he attacks... Oh, yeah, the token he creates is a dog token. That makes sense. Whenever this enchantment enters... Oh, the bird itself powers itself up. Wow, that's vicious. What a vicious birdie. All right, well, we're getting rid of that thing right now. None of that. None of that. I know you're going to take out my Rufus, but I don't care because I'm not letting that bird live. Absolutely not. Oh, you let Rufus live? Well, that was a mistake, my dude. That was a huge mistake on your part. Up. What happened? What happened? There we go. Okay. There we go. Sacrifice an artifact or creature. Yeah, I'll do it. Whatever. I don't care. Actually, you know what? No, I'll cancel it. We're going to do this smart. Then I do this. And... yeah, just -2/-2. I don't need to sacrifice anything for that. Murderize. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. But I got a cool dog token now. Its name is Darkstar. Oh, that thing actually is pretty cool. I wonder which Final Fantasy game. I wonder which Final Fantasy game this token is from. See, I know Magic. I just saw that. No, stop making birds bigger. You're scaring me. You're scaring me, Jim. All right, land for turn. Let's artifact enter. Exiles target non-land permanent opponent controls. Excellent, 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 excellent. So, let's see. We're going to get rid of... This one temporarily gets bigger, but this one permanently gets bigger. So say goodbye to your baby Chocobo. Moiked. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. And then we're just going to swing out. I got an itch on my head. Bam, bam. Eat my creatures. And, ooh, T-Rexar Balam, 6/6 trample, and the creature enters, you gain 3 life, or selected for 2. Ooh, that is a big boy, a big scary boy that I wish I would have saved my kill spell for. Well, I'm gonna play my big creature, I guess. Ow, Stink, stop it, that hurts. No attacks this turn, I gotta save everything for that dinosaur. Which I'm not happy about, but it is what it is. Fat Chocobo. Create a 2/2 bird creature token when it comes in. Oh, and Kerplunk creatures you control gain trample until end of turn when it gets to that point. That's just great. So yeah, we're killing this dinosaur while we can. Absolutely, get this thing out of here. No dinosaurs for you, buddy. Those things are way too powerful. I will give up everything I have to make this happen. If he does this right, he can either get rid of my 2 small creatures or he can get rid of my 1 big creature. It's completely up to him. If I were him, I'd get rid of the 2 small ones, because the 2 small ones combined can kill the Fat Chocobo when it swings next turn. But I don't know if he's got enough foresight to make that decision. No, wow. I'm actually really surprised that that's the way he decided to do that. It's definitely not how I would have done it. Alright, let's see. This creature deals 4 damage to target tapped creature and opponent controls. Oh, it's not tapped yet, so we're going to hold on to that. Hi there, I'm doing pretty good. How about you? Welcome to the stream. Look at the top of the card in your library, put 1 into your hand and the rest in the graveyard. Ooh, 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 ooh. You know what? Ooh, those 2 cards actually go really well together. We're going to do that. Resentful Revelation. And we're going to choose 1 to put in my hand. Sephiroth's Intervention, destroy target creature, you gain 2 life, poison the waters. Ooh, we're taking the intervention. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Because now we don't have to worry about getting stuff back from our graveyard, because I can just bomb the Fat Chocobo with this. Get out of my way. And we swing. I'm gonna punch you in the face, hide my email. Right in the face. I'll kill all your birds. Thanks for the extra draw, by the way. In my main phase too, I'll play the land you just gave me. Thanks, buddy. What a real pal, a real guy. A real bro, a buddy, a pal. All right, what do you got for me? Hide my email. Give me your plays. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Let me see them birds. I know you got more birds. Oh, he's afraid to use the birds. I don't blame him. And they're not tapped, so I still can't use that. Well, I still don't have 8 mana. Seriously, I'm 1 short. 4, 5, 6, 7. That is extremely unfortunate. Okay, are there multiple creatures in my graveyard at this point? Yes, absolutely. So, we're going to play Fight On, and we're going to grab Rufus and Judge Magister Dude. And guess what, buddy? Rufus is coming back, and he's bringing his Doge with him. And oh, we have enough mana to play the Judge as well, so we'll go ahead and we'll slap that down too. Bam. All right. This is, I was a little afraid at the beginning of this game, but it's starting to look like we might actually be able to pull this off. I am pleasantly surprised. Ooh. Ooh, that's a lot of triggers. Ooh, that's a lot of triggers. Ooh, and it's the big birds all of a sudden. Ooh, I'm a little afraid. Ooh, let's see. Oh, that one's got +1/+1 counters. That's a little bit bigger of an issue. Are you going to do anything with them bird's ears? Swing. Swing with the birds. Do it. I dare you. Chocobo kick. Aww. How rude. My God. Does this one get +1/+? Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay. All right, well, we're going to block this one this way, and we'll just take the 5. Because now we can play this and finally use that first Saga to stab a bird. There we go. Bird is dead. Then we'll play this rat. And we'll send Rufus after him. Bam! Now I have a board state, and he has virtually none with 1 card in hand. This is looking pretty freaking good for me right now. Oh my God, I couldn't have called that better. That is awesome. All right, well, I get the card. I get the prize. Hooray! What is it? What's my prize? What's my card? 250 coins. Excellent. That's going to get us towards our goal of wanting to do the draft today. And then what's my prize? Give it to me. Give it to me. Why didn't you give it to me? What the hecky? All right, whatever. All right, so I've got 3,700 coins right now in order to participate in the draft I want to do, which is the Aether Drift Quick Draft. I need 5,000, so we're looking for about 1,300 more, which 500 plus 750 would be 1,250 if my math is correct, plus this 100 over here for winning again. So all we have to do is win once, and then cast 20 white or green spells and 30 black or red spells. And you know what? My signature food deck has both green and black spells in it, so we can accomplish both of these in one fell swoop with that deck. So we're just going to go ahead and play some good old standard with Auntie Mai's Desserts. Oh, I love this deck to death. I love this deck so much. It is all about feeding Yigra, Eater of All. Ooh, he is my baby boy. That cat is my son now. 100%. I am adopting it. Our Beans. What a name. What a choice. 2 Yigras in my hand. Yes, I'm keeping this because if one dies, I can just slap down another one. I got both my Yigras in my opening hand. I cannot be mad. It's not the best opening hand, but like as long as I draw a couple lands and some supporting cards, it's going to work out perfectly fine. Like this is great. All right. Golgari Guildgate. I'm going to get slapped with a detective, but that's okay. Ooh, what's this guy do? Is it the same guy? Okay, yes. No, that's not the same guy. Add 1 mana of any color when you commit a crime, untap this creature. Ooh, I like that card. All right, normally I would play the Golgari Guildgate next, but I want some monstrosities on the field to discourage him from attacking. Or at least if he does, I'll be getting free foods out of it. So go ahead. I don't care. Either way, I'll take your creature out and get a food out of it. Like, I'm 100% okay with that trade. Although he kind of probably wants the Maverick to die, so maybe I should let it hit me. Nah, I don't care about one. No, you know what? No blocks. No blocks. I'll let it hit me. I'll let it hit me. Yep, because he wants to put it on something like that. That's what he wants. All right, so then a Golgari Guildgate and then another Monstrosity. I love this stupid card. You know what? Yeah, because the only blocker he has is the thing I want to kill. So he either has to take the 3 or block with it. Either way, I win. Hi there. Welcome to the stream, hon. Ooh, what's this? What's this symbol? Green mana? Oh, he has a floating green mana. That's what that means. When this creature enters Surveil 2. Oh, he does have another one. That's a pretty good card. Surveil 2 off of 1 green. That's a pretty dang good card. Yep, that's what I wanted. Murder. Collective murder. Thank you for the food. Yes! More land! Ygra shall rise! No attackers. I'm saving the monstrosity. I want to enforce blockers. If you punch me, I will punch you back. Yeah, resolve all. I can't do anything about it. Ow! Gruff triplets. When this creature enters, if it isn't a token, create 2 tokens that are copies of it. When this creature dies, holy crap! This thing is awesome! Satyr's ridiculous. Holy crap. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You gonna swing? You gonna swing? You swinging? You swinging for the fences, Johnny? Mr. R. Beans? Yeah, I didn't think so. He doesn't want me to get more food. He realizes that I wanted the food, which is very clever of him, but it's too late because I play Ygra, and he's gonna mess up your whole world now. No attacks. Not yet. I don't care about your stupid little centaurs now. Or satyrs, not centaurs. Oh, a flyer. That's potentially an issue. Man, that board is getting scary. There's a lot of creatures over there, and I do not like it. All right, well, I'm blocking that with this, and I'm blocking one of these with this. So thank you for making Ygra bigger. I highly appreciate it. And if he has some sort of battle trick that kills my Ygra, I have another Ygra. And look at that! Boom, 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 boom. So many foods. Ygra gets big. Yeah, guess what? Ygra's still bigger than your stupid gruff triplets over there. Because I'm brilliant. Okay, and I don't really have enough mana left to do anything except this, which will give me some more life back. And just, you know, make Ygra bigger, because why not? I love this cat. I love this cat so much. Nope, we're not going to combat. Maybe if I had given it Vigilance, because I think there is a way to do that. Maybe not in Standard, but at least in my Commander deck, there's a way to do it. But yeah, if it had Vigilance, I'd swing. That way it won't tap, but... Bonnie Pale, Clear Cutter. When it enters, you get an Ox token. Whenever you attack, draw a card. You may put a land card from your hand. Bonnie's pretty good. I've honestly wanted to make a Commander deck around Bonnie Pale. She seems like a fun commander. Pass 2 attackers. And, yep, you're going to swing with only the flyer and that guy. I mean, yeah, you can have your land and your draw card. I don't care. That's perfectly fine. Enter Surveil. Resolve. Okay. Can I block now? Plastic blockers. Okay. I'm blocking this dude. I'm not taking any more damage than I have to. Plus, Ygra's going to get bigger for doing it because he dies. Like, I'm happy to do it now because Ygra's going to stay. You can have your free +1/+1 counter. I do not care, Arbeans. You can have your +1/+1 counter. Ygra has more. He will always have more because he's cooler than you. Because he's freaking Ygra. I do need to draw some other creatures, though, because I can't play the one in my hand because of the legendary rule. That'll unfortunately blow up both of my Ygras. There we go. Some other creatures. All right, land for turn, and a Vine Rot Mentor, which will get me a food, which I can then sacrifice to gain a little bit of life and make Ygra a little bit bigger. Then I still want to keep mana open for maximum overdrive in case they do something to Ygra, and pass turn. Because Ygra does have Ward, which means in order to do anything to my Ygra, they have to sacrifice a food. But the thing is, all of their creatures currently count as foods because of Ygra. So, if they want to do something to him like this, yep, 100%. All right, what are they doing to Ygra? I don't... What's going on? Hold on. Back. I need you to back way the fuck up. Okay. What is this card doing? Okay, this one can resolve. Obviously, I want Egret to resolve. That's fine by me. Okay. Whenever you commit a crime, untap this creature. The ability triggered only once per turn. Okay, that's fine. I don't care. Return target permanent to its owner's hand. Oh, unfortunately, Maximum Overdrive isn't going to stop that. Huh. That's unfortunate. Wow, they really went through a lot to make that happen. And yep, they're going to get a +1/+1 counter off of that. Does this have trample? Oh, fuck, it does have trample. This might be game. That might have been enough to stop this. Pass to attackers. Yeah, because the most damage I can stop is one of these 6s. She has reach. The Ox doesn't have trample. So I block that. I take 14 here plus 6. Yeah, no, that's it. That's game. I mean, even if I play the Maximum Overdrive on the Squirrel, it wouldn't matter. Boom. That's it. That was a good game, though. That was definitely a good back and forth. I honestly thought I had him there for a minute with the Ygritte, then he bounced into my hand, and that just... Damn blue. Goddamn blue. It's always blue. Counter spells or bounce junk. It's always blue. It doesn't matter what I play. It's always... Even if I'm playing blue, blue messes me up. I don't know what it is. Blue is just not my friend. Now, black. Black and red, those are some colors I can get behind. I love Rakdos. The only reason I'm not playing Rakdos is because I have fallen in love with the food mechanic specifically. And I 100% blame Ygritte for that. If this hand wasn't a bunch of 3-drop cards, I would keep it, but I can't justify it. So, yes, this will keep. And... I don't really want to get rid of any of these, but Heaped Harvest is probably okay to go, just because I have enough land for what I'm currently holding, and anything else I draw, hopefully I'll have land by then. I mean, yeah, that's a good start. Give me that kind of stuff. Okay, so we're going to do the Jungle Hollow first, because that gets me a life right off the bat. Putting me up to 21, which is always a nice advantage to have. Being ahead in life, it doesn't matter how... like, even if it's by 1 point, that can make or break a game. I'm going to play land for turn, and then a Monstrosity. He is made of peppermints and nightmares. And, you know, not really a whole lot else. He is a horror. That is his creature type. Hit me. Come at me, bro. Hit me with your Druid of the Cowl. Oh, no, you're going to play Loot. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Holy shit, there's so much text on this card. Tap 6, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature with mana value less than equal to the number of lands you control from among them and put it onto the battlefield. Oh no, Loot needs to die. Loot needs to die right the fuck now. Okay, I don't think I can do anything about it, unfortunately. That is the problem. Ooh, there is something I can do about it. I can trick him into blocking with Loot. Do it. Do it. Block with Loot. Block with Loot. Feel safe enough to block with Loot. Yes! Haha! You fell for it, motherfucker! Maximum Overdrive! Fuck Loot. Yeah, I'm not letting that thing live if I don't have to. That thing was scary. Absolutely not. 3/3 whenever land enters the... Okay, that's not terrible. The draw I don't love, though. It's a 5-drop. Holy crap. Well, I'm going to have to bake that into a pie on my next turn. But for now, I think we're going to do some mana denial. Get this out of here. Plus, it's a 1/3. Always nice to get rid of that. I don't think he's going to block with the 3-3, so I'm going to save the 4-2 for in case he swings with the 3-3. And then if he doesn't attack, I'm just going to bake that fish into a pie. Unless he plays something scarier, which is always possible, especially if he plays more mana. That could end up being a problem. Llanowar Elf, I kind of just want to kill on principle. I'm sick of seeing Llanowar Elves. They've been in the game since forever. Druid of the Cowl. Oh, another one. That's wonderful news. Oh, 2 of them. Excellent. I'm so glad you have so many of them. That makes me happy. Okay. I think we're still going to do exactly what the move I was going to do last turn is and bake this bitch right into a pie. Destroy her, get a food token, and no attacks. Because I don't think you're going to attack with these creatures, but I don't want to risk you not doing so. Ooh, I should have saved my bacon to a pie. I must up, Jim. Okay, well, let's see if I can trick them again. Let's see if I can trick them again. Aww, it didn't work. I'm so upset. Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to play Experimental Confectioner. So I at least have another blocker. I don't want to have to get rid of it. Yeah, I know. I'm so terrible at this game. What a noob, am I right? Oh, you jerktopus. At least I get a food out of it. That Rampaging Baloth may have decided this. I hate that that card got reprinted for Standard. I fuck Rampaging Baloth. No, I'll take the damage. I'm not letting that thing kill my Ratmaker Extraordinaire 9000. Well, nope, I got nothing. And my hope is now that I have another Maximum Overdrive, I can trick him into attacking with the Baloths again. And what does this do? When the creature enters, return target creature and opponent controls to its owner's hand! Wonderful! Okay, well, I'm popping a bunch of food then, so I gain a bunch of life he has to deal with. Boom. Now fucking deal with me. I just gained all the life your stupid Baloth did to me back. Yeah, you're gonna swing all out. This is gonna hurt like a motherfucker. I don't think yeah, there's no way to get comeback from this. It's just not possible. Good game. Moving on to the next one. That Baloth. Ooh, that Baloth. Rampaging motherfucker. Alright, so we need to play another 12 black spells and another 11 green spells. We are getting pretty close. The win we got on that first game, luckily, so we don't have to worry about that one. I figured that one would come naturally. I figured I would win at least one game eventually in the course of doing this. Right? This game is so, like, visually gorgeous. Oh, heck yeah, I'm keeping this hand. Golgari Guildgate, baby. And then, oh, I have so much to do. So much to do in my hand. So many options. Leonin Vanguard. And a forest. And Minstrosity. That's understandable. One of the biggest appeals of this game is absolutely the art. I mean, look at this thing. As dumb as it is, like, this art is really well done. Giada, Font of Hope. I am absolutely murdering that thing. Boop. And nope. Big fat nope. Get that angel out of here. I'm not letting your turn 2 angel that makes other angels bigger stand. Absolutely not. Nope-a-roni. I need more land because I have a kitty cat in my hand. And I want him to murder stuff. Punch me with your cat. Give me an excuse to block. Thank you for the food. Land for turn, and I'm going to play a squirrel and get more food. Food! I love the food mechanic so much. I don't know what it is about it. I think, honestly, I was discussing this with my brother. I think it's the versatility of the food mechanic. I think there's just because there's so much that you can do with it, even inside of Standard. Like, outside of Standard, when I was playing Commander with him, oh my god, the possibilities were freaking endless. I could do whatever I wanted with it. But even in Standard, I have so many different options that I can do with these food tokens. Like this right here is a great example. Sweet Tooth Witch, I can pay 2 to sacrifice the food and target player loses 2 life instead of using their own ability to gain life myself. That's fantastic. And it even combos with this guy over here. Like, it's ridiculous what this mechanic can do, and I'm absolutely in love with it. All right, so Experimental Confectioner comes in. He's going to get me a food. Then anytime I sacrifice a food, he's going to make me a rat, which is awesome. And then I'm going to try to punch this guy with a squirrel. Let's go. Yeah! I was kind of hoping he'd block with the angel, but this isn't an angel that makes other ones bigger, so I'm not as worried about it. He does seem to be playing mono white, and that's the kind of thing I'm worried about. Exactly that. That is exactly what I was worried about. Well, we're going to block the 1/1, because I can't block the flyer anyway. Lyra Dawnbringer is a big, big, big problem. Alright, we're going to go to combat. We're going to swing with the squirrel. And see if we can't fool her into blocking with the lit. No, you whore! Alright, well... all I can imagine is some dude holding a squirrel then punching someone with the hand holding the squirrel. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm always imagining when I say that. Well, you know what? I guess I'm playing a Sweet Tooth Witch. They 100% realized I was going for a battle trick. This player is very smart, and that is a problem. I mean, that's okay. I wasn't planning on swinging with her anyway. I would have held on to that if I were you, but I guess you don't know I have Yeager in my hand. Ooh, Crusader of Odric is a problem, too. Yeah, and I don't have anything to block these two. I think this might be game. I don't think I could stop any of this. Yeah, nope, I got nothing. I have to pass turn, and then these two alone are going to be enough to kill me. That is game. That's unfortunate, because I really didn't get that many spells in that game, so we almost didn't get anywhere on those dailies. Alright, so... well, actually, I guess we did play quite a few black spells then, because we only have 7 more to go. That's actually quite a few. Only 1 green spell, though. That is unfortunate. But let's keep going. I think honestly that was just a bad draw. And they honestly, once that Lyra hit the field and we didn't have anything to deal with it, like that was it. That was end. That Lyra became like, oh my god, Lyra is such a problem. Like in Commander, she's good, but in Standard, once she hits the board, it's like, oh dear Christ, what do I do? Alright, so keep 7. I like this hand. It's not the greatest, but it definitely will do. And, ooh, Temple of Milady. Yeah, we want Greta. Greta's a good card to have. Based on this person's avatar, I'm assuming they're playing red. Nope. Black, unless they're playing Rakdos. That is always a possibility. I don't have any creatures to drop, and Maximum Overdrive is useless for that reason, so I guess we're just going to play another tap land, which is also pretty unfortunate. Bandit's Talent. When this class enters, each opponent discards 2 cards unless they discard a non-land card. Unfortunate. What do I discard? What do I discard? I really need more land, so unfortunately I had to discard the Witch. I think I have more Witches in the deck, but if not, I don't know, hopefully Yeager can help me do something if I grab him. That's a good pull. That's a good pull. I like that. But we're going to play Greta first, so we have a food token on the field before the Experimental Confectioner hits. Because once he hits, we can just rats up. Greta's so cool. She's just like a human warrior that I guess slew a bunch of candy monsters or something, but I don't know. Her art is really badass. But now we're going to play the Heap Harvest actually ahead of the Experimental Confectioner because, yes, we're going to go ahead and get a basic land when it enters the field, which is really important. And nope, we're going to hold on to Greta because I do not want that thing punching me. I would rather punch it. Oh, they might be playing Mono Black. Oh, they have a Phyrexian Arena. I forgot they reprinted Phyrexian Arena for Standard. That's actually pretty terrifying, and I might have to get a couple. I might have to get a couple and put them in the deck. That might be a good idea. Oh, you're playing around with foods too? I see how it is. I see how it is. I think they're just playing a Mono Black synergy deck, and it involves the foods. It doesn't seem like they're revolved around it like I am. Okay, this draw is actually pretty perfect because I can play the Monstrosity, have that as another blocker, sacrifice this so that I gain 3 life, and because of its own effect, when I do that, I can go in my deck and get another basic land, which will be helpful for next turn. Then we can swing with Greta, and if they block with the Scourge, they have no mana or anything to give it any sort of boost. So they either have to block and lose their creature or take the 3. Either way, I'm happy. That leaves me with Monstrosity as a blocker if they play something with haste, or if the... honestly, the biggest thing I'm worried about is because they're Mono Black, they're probably loaded up with kill spells. And, like, I don't expect Greta to last very long. Hour of Victory, when this enchantment enters, create a 2/2 black, and then when they get to max speed, sacrifice enchantment, sacrifice your library, search your library for a card. Oh, that's really good. You have so many enchantments, and I don't like it. I really don't like it. So, at the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card for each opponent who had 1 or fewer cards in their hand. We're gonna blow up Phyrexian Arena. No more card advancement for you. Then... Then I'm gonna punch you with the Monstrosity. And hope you block. Yay! Thank you for the food! That's exactly what I wanted! You cannot stop me. Now I have mana untapped that if they target her with something, I can play Maximum Overdrive, which will give her Indestructible. And they're not playing blue. So the odds of them bouncing her are low. The only issue would be if they exile her. Destroy all creatures with tougher X or less, where X is 3. Yep, they tried to destroy her. Fucking saw that coming. Maximum Overdrive. Eat a dick. Alright, land for turn. Experimental Confectioner. And because I have enough mana to play another one, Experimental freaking Confectioner, which means I'm going to get 2 rats for every single food I sacrifice, which is just incredible. I cannot believe I drew into this. This is what this deck should be doing. This is this deck at, like, maximum capacity. Crow of Dark Tidings, 2/1 flying. When this creature enter or dies, mill 2 cards. That is pretty good. That's pretty good if you want cards in your graveyard, which being mono black, they probably do. Black also plays a lot of stuff from the graveyard, brings things back from the dead. Very on theme for a black sort of color. Black is all about, like, death and power and stuff. At the beginning of your upkeep, if that player has 1 or fewer cards. Oh, okay, that's cool. Whatever. I have more than enough stuff to just keep punching you in the face, so, like, I really don't care. You cannot do very much to me. All right, so a Warden of the Cycle, which is only going to help me because now I can. How do I want to use this food? We're going to draw a card because that way you can't hurt me with your stupid card over there, and I get another card out of it, which is always nice. And I get 2 rats, so eat that. Then I'm just going to punch you with everything I got. Boom. You lose unless you can do something about my field this turn. Which, being mono black, is very possible. Massacre Worm, that's a good answer. That's going to kill a lot of my stuff. Not everything, but a lot of it. Not enough to kill me, though. That's a very powerful move, but you know what? That Massacre Worm just got baked into a pie. That's game, baby! That's game! Fuck your stupid worm! Honestly, even if I didn't destroy the worm, just swinging out, they didn't, like, I would have gotten through with enough creatures to absolutely win. That went way better. I'm very happy with the results there. All right. So, yes, we got the 750 and another 100 for the win. That's excellent. We got some XP towards the battle pass. Don't really care too much about that. All right, so we need to cast another 7 green spells. Then we'll finally have enough coins, or enough gold, I think it's called in this. Yeah, it's called gold, to do the draft. So we'll go ahead and we'll play another round of standard. That jump-in event was super duper fast. But you know what? That's okay, because I got some new cards out of it. I'll have to go and look and see if any of them are actually going to help. But at least for this food deck, I don't think so, because they're from the Final Fantasy set. There might be a couple of green cards that were printed in the Final Fantasy set that have to do with food. I could see that being the case. I also think there's an instant ramen card that was printed for Final Fantasy V. I should not have kept this hand. I was not paying enough attention. This is going to be a bad game. Oh no, I need to draw a land like now. If I draw a land right the fuck now, oh, nope, nope. Okay, now, this is the last chance. I need a land right now, a basic land. Don't give me a tap land. I need a basic land. Yeah, it's an instant ramen card. It counts as a food, and like it's an artifact. It comes in, and I don't remember what it does. It's got some other tiny effect. That's not a food! Or that's not a land. This is going to be bad. This is going to be bad. This is going to be real bad. This is going to be so bad. Oh, that card's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Nope. You know what? No. No, I'm just going to... You can... Nope. I mussed up. I mussed up! I mussed up real bad. Where was I? Oh, yep, let's go again. We didn't play any spells. We didn't get anywhere. That's where we were. Nothing happened. I mean, that's kind of what it is, actually. Like, if you, you probably could Google it if you just search MTG Instant Ramen. Like, you can see what the art is. It's literally just like the main character of Final Fantasy 15 just holding a cup of noodles with some chopsticks. No, this hand is not going to work. I don't like this, but I don't want to lose another card. So we are going to keep this, and I don't want to get rid of Bake It to a Pie, but I think we're going to have to because it's the most expensive card in the hand. Jungle Hollow, which will give me a life right off the bat, which is nice. Oh, they have a little companion. Look how cute he is. 1/1 Flash Flyer. Wonderful. Oh, look, land. Okay, cool. I'm glad I drew that. I needed that. I play a squirrel. And it's going to give me a food, because I guess squirrels do that now. It does make sense that squirrels and food token, like the food mechanic, got kind of converged in the Bloomburrow set. Like, it does make a lot of sense. They also have, like, insects that have a lot to do with food and rats that have a lot to do with food. Like, it is very thematic, and I do like that they did it. But we are going to go ahead and nuke this flyer, because I don't like flyers. And we're going to punch you with the squirrel. That's a lie. I don't not like flyers. I don't like my enemies having flyers. Most people don't. Mischievous Mystic. Oh, another flyer. Wonderful news for me. Whenever you draw your second card, create a 1/1 fairy creature token with flying. Excellent. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll play that. And I have Spider Food, which can destroy an enchantment, artifact, or creature with flying. Boom. I'm not letting you play even more tokens. Absolutely not. Punch you with the squirrel. Boop! Eat my squirrel. You cannot do anything about my squirrel. My turn. Okay, so Jungle Hollow gets to life, and they have another bird. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you may search your library for a card named Tempest Hawk. And it can have any number of cards. Oh, so they can just go get more Tempest Hawks. That's pretty neat, actually. All right, well, I'm playing Monstrosity. And then I'm going to sack a food, so I get a little bit of life. More life than your bird can actually do damage to me. And we're going to swing in with the squirrel. And that is what I wanted. Thank you for the food, and thank you for letting your bird die. 100%. Thopter Fabricator. Oh, it's got crew too. Healer's Hawk. That's a 1/1 flying lifelink. That's not a bad card either. All right, Warden of the Cycle. You can either let me keep punching you or give me stuff. Your choice. Boom. Everybody dies. I will lose a life and draw a card. Thank you. More land. Yay! That just means I can sacrifice more foods and get more triggers off of stuff. I can just keep punching. Just keep punching. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, blue-white? Let's go, Azorius. Oh, they're going to crew too. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a 1/1 Thopter token. Oh, they're not. I thought for sure. All right, well, land for turn. We're going to go ahead and play the Witch. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? Okay, resolve all. Go ahead. You can have your crew too. This gives Death Touch and Indestructible. That's what I thought. So we are going to move to combat. I'm going to swing. And I hope they're going to block. Yep, boom. Indestructible Death Touch. Boom. Death Touch, baby. And I will lose a life and draw a card. Yes, this is working out excellently for me. Continue to fall into my trap. Oh, look, another one. Oh, and a 2/1. That's wonderful news. What wonderful news. I don't like that they have another one of those. That's actually kind of scary. Especially because the Empyrean Eagle is just going to make it stronger, which makes it a 5/5. And I don't have another Maximum Overdrive to throw in front of it. That is a problem. So, land for turn. We're going to go ahead and sacrifice the food. Then we're going to sacrifice the food. Yep, that's what I wanted. Boom! Now that it's a creature, I can use Withering Torment on it and absolutely murderize it. Kablooey! Then we're going to swing in with my 4/5. Boom! Thank you for walking right into my trap. Draw a card, lose a life happily. Yeah! You just saw the instant ramen card? Isn't it great? I love that card so much. I cannot block either of these because they are flyers. I have no reach. That is the one downfall of this deck, is I don't have any reach or flyers. But, like, honestly, the whole point of it is that I get so much life that it doesn't matter. Okay, so we're going to bake Empyrean Eagle into a pie because I'm sick of it boosting other creatures. Then we are going to play a Heaped Harvest because land is always nice to have in my back pocket. More land for me, yay! And then we're going to swing in with the 4/5 and hope they block to continue triggering her. Yes, give me more cards. Keep feeding me. I love it. This card is so good. Warden of the Cycles is so good. Sacrifice this creature, draw a card. I don't blame you. That was actually a pretty solid move. In your shoes, I'd probably do the same thing. Ooh, Fogbank. Fogbank could be a problem. But you know what? I've got the Witch's Vanity, which allows me to destroy a card with mana value 2 or less, and Fogbank counts. Get that thing out of here. No preventing combat damage in my arena. I'm going to go ahead and drop that. Then we're going to drop a Heaped Harvest, go ahead and gain 3 life and get another land. Oh, this game is going so well. Go ahead and grab a Forest. And then, yeah, we can make Greta bigger. Go ahead and do that. Oh, actually, you know what? We'll make the Warden bigger. I forgot. It doesn't have to be Greta. We'll sacrifice the food in order to do that, 100%. And then we will swing in with the Warden. Boom! Thank you for the card draw. Unless you get like a board wipe or something, or like a big kill spell, I don't think you're going to outlast this. Especially because if I don't draw anything like else to do, yeah, I drew a land, so I get a food token. I'm gonna go ahead and play the land, and yep, I'm not surprised because I was just about to activate Greta like 5 times and just boost all my creatures a bunch. All right, did we play enough green spells to get our coins? That is the question. No, we're too short. All right, one more game should do the trick. That is what I'm hearing. One more game should do the trick, and then we will have the coins we need. I love this food deck so much. It makes me so happy. Even when I lose, I love it. Like that's how you know it's a good deck for you. If you're playing a deck with the mechanics, and even when you lose, you're still having fun with it, you know it's a deck that was meant to be played by you, 100%. I don't know. I don't feel safe with this hand. I don't feel safe with this hand either. I don't like it. All right, fine. I'll keep the 5, get rid of the Warden, and oh man, Fel's cheaper. That'll have to do. That'll have to do. That's so upsetting. I am probably going to lose this because of that card advantage that they have. I don't think they mulliganed even once. All right, land for turn, and I'm going to play a squirrel, get a food. That works for me. Happy, happy squirrel. I do have a Fel, which is kind of nice because with that I can destroy a creature if they play anything that's super problematic, which definitely is nice and will help solve. Oh, they're Boros too. They probably do have problematic creatures, like almost guaranteed. So they used all their mana to kill my squirrel, which is perfectly fine because that gets me more food. But guess what? I have another squirrel. Vine Reap Mentor, baby. 3/2 Squirrel Druid. It's going to punch you in the face. That is what my squirrel do. Unless you're going to burn another spell to kill it, you squirrel killer. You're going to be a squirrel killer, Tiberius. Dawning Marshal, flying. Okay, cool. So, land for turn. Greta, which is always neat. Get me another food. Swinging with the squirrel. I want to block. That is what I wanted. Because the squirrel dies, so does their creature. They don't have an attacker next turn, and I get a food. I definitely think like a black player. I'm like, kill the creatures first. That's always the first priority. All right, Heaped Harvest. Go ahead and throw that down. Get myself an extra land. And because I have plenty of food to sacrifice for life, and even if they don't block with the goblin, or even if they do block with the goblin, like no matter what they do, they can't do more damage to me right now. So there's no point not swinging. Boom. That is what I kind of wanted. I wish I had a creature on the field that had a sacrifice trigger, or like the death trigger whenever they had something that died. Honestly, Old Flinterfang would be a good card for this deck if it's not already in here. I think I took it out because it's the same cost as Ygra, and I didn't want too many cards in that high cost range. But having 1 or 2 of them in here might not be a bad idea. Ooh, Goldvein Pick. That is a problem because now they're just going to keep generating more mana. So, we are going to go ahead and destroy the creature that has it. Boop. Get it out of here. None of that. All right, then we don't need more mana right now. So we're going to tap a green and a green, and we're going to activate her twice to make herself bigger, sacrificing a food token. And then we going to do it again. Boop. And submit. And then we're going to attack with a 5/5. Boom, 15 damage. That is 25% of the way to Victory. That is always the goal, to win. Sarah Angel, ooh. Big flying flappy problem. All right, land for turn. That's cool. That works for me. Because now I can throw this down. And I can go get a land. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. We're going to get a forest. And we're going to... Ooh. Do they have any mana on tap? No, they don't. Okay, I can afford to do this. I feel safe doing this. Sacrifice a token to lose a life and draw a card instead of making her bigger, because if I swing with this and they block, they have nothing to stop me from killing Sarah Angel. Yeah, I didn't think they would block. They want to hit me with the Angel. Which is kind of what I expected, and honestly, I see them equipping the pick to it too. It's what they do with the rest of their mana that I'm afraid with. They might give it like Double Strike or something, or Lifelink. Lifelink would be a problem. Now it's a 5/5. That is a problem for me now. But the question is, are they going to swing with it, or are they going to keep it as a blocker, knowing that I'm going to be swinging with Greta again? Ooh. Crusader of Odric. Okay. Yeah, no, they'll block with the Crusader. They'll happily lose the Crusader over the Angel, 100%. And the Angel has Vigilance, too. Wonderful. I forgot about that. Ooh! I could not have asked for a better answer. We're going to bake that Angel right into a pie. Get her out of here. Bye-bye. Then I need some life, so we're going to go ahead and tap this and get a land while we are at it, because why not? Yep, that's what I thought. Oh, I love when that happens. Okay, I'm pretty confident we played at least 2 green spells, right? Like we had to. Yes, there we go. All right, that means it is finally time to go ahead and start that Aether Drift draft. But before we do that, we do have a pack of Edge of Eternities to open that we earned from the Battle Pass thingy that they do. Ooh, what did we get? We got Zealous Display. Creatures you control get +2/+0. Lost in Space. Target artifact or creature owner put it on the choice. Target artifact or creature's owner puts it on their choice at the top or bottom of their library. Surveil 1. Mechan's Shieldmate. Defender 3/2. As long as an artifact entered the battlefield, this creature can attack as though it didn't have Defender. Interesting. Not good, but interesting. Larval Scoutlander. When the spacecraft enters, you may sacrifice a land or lander. If you do, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards. That's not bad. It's like Explore stuck on a kind of creature. That's not a bad card. Depressurize. Target creature gets -3/-0 until end of turn. Then if that creature's power is 0 or less, destroy it. In Standard, I could see this being really good in black decks. Command Bridge. This land enters tapped. When this land enters, sacrifice it unless you tap an untapped permanent you control. That, I don't know how I feel about that. Add 1 mana of any color. Outside of Standard, I don't see this being very useful. Hilderblade. Equip creature is +3/+1. Void at the beginning of your end step of a non-land permanent. Let the battlefield or determine forfeit its turn. Attach. Ooh, that's a pretty good card. If I was running black equipment or something like that, I would definitely add this in. And then our rare is Synthesizer Lab Ship. 4/4 station at the beginning of combat on your turn. Up to 1 other target artifact you control becomes... Oh, I got a couple of these already. I'm not a big fan of this card. The fact that it's a 1-drop is really nice. If you're doing blue artifacts in Standard, this is a really good card to include. But I personally am just not a huge fan of it. I have 4 jump tokens? Holy crap, I thought I just had the 1. I guess I'll be able to do a couple of those jump at events as they come out. That's pretty cool. Because that means I can do the Spider-Man one when that set hits. Oh, actually... I just remembered Spider-Man isn't coming to Arena, but I can do the Avatar one. That one will be fun. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll start the draft. Where is it? A quick draft, Aether Drift. All right, so 5,000 coins to enter. I'm going to draft with against bots. I get to basically what this is going to be is I'm going to get packs of cards, and I'm going to get to pick a card out of the pack. Then I move on to another pack, and so on and so forth until I have enough cards to build a deck of a particular color. Depending on what I open, it's like what colors is going to end up being kind of depend on what is in the pack and what I think is good. Then I go up against this AI bot, and if I beat it enough, the more times I beat it, the more rewards I get. So we'll go ahead and we will start this process. And, ooh, all right, so let's see here. We got Quag Feast. Choose target creature, planeswalker, or vehicle. Mill 2 cards, then destroy the chosen permanent if its mana value is less than or equal to the number of cards in your graveyard. Lifecraft Engine. As this vehicle enters, choose a creature type. Vehicle creatures you control are the chosen creature type in addition to their other types. Each creature you control, the chosen type other than this vehicle, gets +1/+1. Don't know how I feel about that. Start your engines, which is a great mechanic. Tap 2, draw a card, max speed. Whenever you draw a card, each opponent mills 2 cards. That's fun. Dracosaur Auxiliary. Flying haste whenever this creature attacks while it's saddled. Deal 2 damage to any target. I kind of like that. Lagoran, Soul of Alacria, 1/1 flying. Whenever Lagoria attacks while saddled, put a +1/+1 counter on each of the 2 target mounts and/or vehicles. Saddle 1. Brightfield Glider, 1/1 vigilance. Whenever this creature attacks while saddled, it gets +1/+2 against flying until end of turn. Gear Seeker Serpent, affinity for artifacts. I don't like that. Nipplethopterus, when this creature enters, create a 1/1 colorless. That's not bad, but it's not great either. Okay, I definitely want one of these higher up cards for sure. Almost guaranteed. Enters or run over when this card. Blah, 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 blah. Beast Rider, look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a permanent from among them and put them in your hand. Put the rest on the bottom in any order. Start your engines. Ooh, that's not bad, but I don't think I want that for my first pick. Yeah, it definitely has to be one of these first ones. As this vehicle enters, choose a creature type. Vehicle creatures you control are the chosen creature type in addition to their other types. Each creature you control of this chosen type, other than this vehicle, gets +1/+1. This is kind of wild, but I think that's what I'm going to go for. Is I'm going to pick the Lifecraft engine. Something about it is calling to me. I really like this Dracosaur Auxiliary, but like this is I think the card. Confirm pick. All right, pack number 2. We got Kaladin Triumph Caster. Mounts and vehicles you control have haste. Whenever a mount you control enters, it becomes saddled until end of turn. When a vehicle you control enters, it becomes a... I might have to pull this guy. I know he's one of the best cards in the set. That might have to be the way I go. Whenever you activate an exhaust ability, draw a card. Whenever this creature enters another target creature or vehicle you control gets +2/+2. Start your engines. When this creature enters, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Brightfield Glider. Whenever this creature attacks while saddled, it gets +1/+2. Yeah, it's gotta be him. It's gotta be him. Like I gotta go. We're going Boros, which is not what I expected, honestly. Another one? Oh, yes, this is definitely what we're doing. Like I'm not even looking at the rest of the pack. It doesn't matter. Can you explain lands when you get a second? Of course. So basically, lands are how you play everything in this game. When you start the game, you have like there's a bunch of different card types. One of them being land. Do you see this little mana symbol up in the top? I can't really pick it up, but like the green blue up in the upper right hand corner. Those little mana pips with the tree and the island in them. That represents how many mana you need in order to play those cards. And you get mana by playing land and tapping them, and then whatever symbol they have on it is the type of mana you get for each land. Okay, so let's see here. We got Ghostal Thrillseeker. When this creature enters, it deals 1 damage. That's not bad, but we're not going that direction. So we're going to go max speed. Target creatures gain haste until end of turn. Since we're going Boros, this might be a good card to grab. Broadcast Rambler. When this vehicle enters, create a 1/1 Thopter creature token. No, that's not a great card. It's kind of expensive for what it does. Walking Sarcophagus. Start your engine. This creature gets... That's not great either. Burner Rocket. When this vehicle enters, target creature you control gets +2/+0 until gains trample until end of turn. This I like. I think we're grabbing the Burner Rocket. Grab. All right, and then Pace Setter Paragon. Exhaust, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. It gains double strike until end of turn. That's not terrible either. Interface Ace. When this creature saddles, mounts, and crews vehicles using its toughness rather than its power, whenever this creature becomes tapped during your turn, untap it. This ability triggers only once per turn. And then Ghastal Blockbuster. When this creature enters, you may sacrifice a creature or vehicle. When you do, destroy target artifact an opponent controls. Ooh, that's pretty good, but I don't want... How much is this guy? Oh, he's 2? We're taking Interface Ace. As much as I want this card for the dope art that she's got, this is definitely the better card. Reckless Velocitar. Whenever this creature saddles a mount or crews a vehicle during your main phase, that mount or vehicle gets +2/+0 and trample. Oh yeah, that might be what we're grabbing. Marshal's Path Cruiser. When this vehicle enters, search your library for a basic land. Exhaust for all 5 mana. This creature becomes an artifact creature. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on it with crew 5. That's not terrible, but we're not doing a 5-color mana deck. Guidelight Optimizer. We're not building blue, so we're next red card. Clamorous Ironclad. 6/3 menace with crew 3 and cycling 1 red for... Ooh, that's really good. Ooh, and there's always this land, but I think... It's gotta be... Oh man, they're both so good. I don't think anyone else... I don't think even any of the bots are... Hi there! I don't think any of the bots are building vehicles based on this, so I might get another chance to pill this Ironclad, but I think I need the Velocitar. It's kind of building with my synergy a little bit better. Light wheel enhancements. Enchant creature or vehicle. Start your engines. Enchant permanence gets +1/+1 and has vigilance. You may cast this card from your graveyard. I don't know if that's actually worth it or not. Kick off celebration. Start your engine when this enchantment enters. You may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. I think that's the card we're gonna pull. I like that because that's gonna give me some card advancement that I don't have yet. Country Roads. I might take that just for the name. The land entered tapped unless you control a mount or vehicle. Tap for 1 white mana or tap 2 in it to stack this land and get a colorless pilot token. That's 1. Ooh, that's actually not too bad. I know, right? I'm trying not to get any copyright strikes or anything, or I totally would have busted out into it. When this vehicle enters target creature you control. Oh, another burner rocket? Ooh. As much as I like the Country Roads, I think another burner rocket's going to do more favors for the type of deck I'm trying to build. Let's see. Brightfield Glider. When this creature attacks while saddled, it gets +1/+2 against flying until end of turn. Does it cover saddled creatures too? Whenever a mount enters, yes, it does. Excellent. Okay, so that's an option. Start your engines, max speed. Oh, that's too late for that to matter in this deck. This deck wants to move faster than that. When this creature enters or attacks, exile to 1 target card from a graveyard. I don't care too much about that. So yes, we're grabbing the Possum. Ooh, another Possum. Is that the only good option here? Aether Jacket, Flying Vigilance, sacrifice this creature, destroy another target artifact. Yep, that's the one we want. Give me another Possum. And, ooh. Destroy another target artifact. That might be good. Ooh, another burner rocket. Yes, baby. Gimme, gimme. I guess we'll take the Walking Sarcophagus. No, give me the planes. I don't want the blue card. And, yep, I figured we would get some leftover cards that weren't the color we wanted. And now we open brand new packs. Monument to Endurance. When you discard a card, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Draw a card, create a treasure, or each opponent loses 3 life. That's not bad, but it doesn't really help what I'm trying to do. The only reason to pick that would really be to stop my opponents from getting it. Cloudspire Sky Cycle. 2/3 flying. When this vehicle enters, distribute 2 +1/+1 counters among 1 or 2 other targets. That's probably the card we're going to go with. Rocky Roads. This land enters tapped unless you control a mount or vehicle. Sacrifice it to get another saddle creature. That's awesome. I know, right? That's so cool. Daring Mechanic is a 3/3 tap mount or vehicle. That's not terrible, but that's pretty fucking expensive. Light Wheel Enchantments is pretty good, but again, not the kind of deck we're trying to build here. So yes, we're going with the Sky Cycle, 100%. Next pack. We got a Sunbillow Verge, which is not really a good pick right off the bat. We got Dracosaur Auxiliary, which this coming in automatically saddled would be pretty nasty. This is a green card, Orzhov, white card. Here we go. Leonin Surveyor. Start your engines during your turn. This creature has first strike, max speed. Exile this card from your graveyard to draw a card for 3 mana. That's not worth it if we can get something better. This creature saddles mounts in cruise vehicles as though its power were 2 or greater. 2 greater. That when this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. That's... Oh, man. I think we're gonna go with the Auxiliary, the Dracosaur. The cheap stuff. Oh yeah, you know what? With a smaller deck, that probably is a good idea. Duretti Rocketeer Engineer. Duretti's power is equal to the greatest mana value among artifacts you control. When Duretti enters or attacks, choose target artifact in your graveyard. You may sacrifice an artifact. If you do, return the chosen card. Ooh, that might be the pick this time. So we got Unswerving Sloth. 5. When this creature attacks while saddled, it gains indestructible until end of turn. Untap all creatures you control. Ooh. For 5, that might be worth it. Tyrok Saurid Tyrannid. Just a 4/1. Nothing fancy, no abilities. 3/2 Spot Cycle Scouter. When this vehicle enters, scry 2. That's not bad. Gilded Goda. When this creature attacks while saddled, create a treasure token. Saddle 1. Okay. I think I gotta grab the Duretti. He's too good not to grab. Yoink. Canyon Vaulter, 3/1. When this creature saddles a mount, a crew, or vehicle during your main phase, that mount or vehicle gains flying. That might be the card to grab. Nesting Bot. Start your engines when the creature dies, create a servo. Max speed gets... That's not great. That's not great. Broadcast Rambler. When this vehicle enters, create a colorless Thopter. Crew for 1. Then we got Skybox Fairy. Yep, we want the Falter for sure. No question there. All right, then we got Marshall's Path Cruiser, which we already said in the last pack we didn't want. The enchantment might be the only one we really want. Pedal to the Metal. Target creature gets +X+0 against first strike until end of turn. That synergizes with what we're trying to do, for sure. Gallant Strike. Destroy target creature with power. Ooh, a little bit of control might not be a bad idea. Racer Scoreboard. Start your engine when this artifact enters. Draw 2 cards. Max speed. Spells you cast cost 1 less. Ooh. Ooh, that might be it. That might be it. The Scrap Compactor. The Horse. Oh, Gilded Goda. The Horse is back. When this creature attacks with saddle, create a treasure token. Not what I want. Not what I want. Racer Scoreboard. Start your engine when this artifact enters. Ooh, I don't know. I'm between the destruction and I'm between the control and the lowering of the cost of my cards. I feel like because we're not going in the control direction, it doesn't really help me too much to do that. And actually, I'm thinking grabbing a third Possum might be the way to go instead of the Scoreboard, just because 4 is kind of a lot. At max speed, while that is sort of the direction we're building in, it's not the main idea. So we're going to go with the Possum. Light Shield Parry. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end turn with Cycling 2. That's not terrible. Artifact spells you cast cost 1 less. This is worth it. For 3, I think this might be the one to go with. Yeah, it is. Absolutely. I mean, that's true. That is true, but a lot of them have colorless cost in them, so if I can play them even cheaper, that's even better in my opinion. Broadcast Rambler. Guide Light Matrix. When this artifact enters, draw a card. Tap 2, target mount you control becomes saddled until end of turn. Ooh, perfect. Yes, absolutely perfect. That's what we want. Daring Mechanic. Yep, don't like that card. When this creature enters, you may sacrifice a creature or vehicle. When you do, destroy target artifact an opponent controls. Do I want that? Or do I want the land that crews at a higher rate? I'm kind of thinking the land. Extra land is never a bad thing in my opinion. Plus, I don't know. This feels kind of expensive. I do like the flavor text on this, though. I think again, if I had more of these already, I might go for it. No, you know what? We're going to go for the gamble. I like it too much not to. Leona Surveyor. Start your engine. During your turn, this creature has first strike, max speed, exile. Yep, we already read that one. Don't love it. Starting column. Start your engines. Add 1 mana of any color. Max speed. To sacrifice this artifact, draw 2 cards and discard a card. I think I like having a 2/2 first strike on my turn a little bit better than like having mana of any color. Aw, damn, too bad. I already chose the other one before I saw that message. Ooh, Spite Cycle Scouter. That's definitely the pick here. Yeah, because we're doing, as much as this 4/1 would be nice, like having the Scry plus the fact that it's a vehicle definitely synergizes with the deck better. And, yep, the Skybox Fairy. Don't love it, but it's going to have to do. And I've finally been forced to take a Light Wheels enhancement. Ooh, we got the Racer Scoreboard anyway. I'm happy about that. Ooh. Ooh, I love Full Throttle. It's such a good card, at least in Commander. I don't know so much about Standard, though, with that cost. That's what I'm worried about on that one. Alacrian Armor. Creatures you control get +0/+1 and have Vigilance. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose if the 1 target mount or vehicle you control until end of turn that permanent becomes saddled. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, too. This might be the way to go. I like this Alacrian Armory. This works perfectly with what I'm trying to do. Pacesetter Paragon. Exhaust, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. It gains double strike until end of turn. I like that, but I don't like that it's an exhaust ability. If it was something I could do more often for more mana, then sure. But nah, not the way it is. Okay, yeah, none of these other cards are as good as this is going to be for what I'm doing. So we're grabbing the Armory. All right, then we got the next pack. Lotus Guard Disciple. 2/2 flying. When this creature enters, target creature or vehicle gains lifelink and indestructible until end of turn. That'd be better if it had Flash. Ride Zen. The spell casts 3 less to cast if it targets a tapped permanent. Exile target creature or vehicle. A 2-drop to exile a tapped creature is, I think, maybe worth it. Clamorous, Ironclad. Ooh, actually, with this in the mix, it might be worth it to go for the Ironclad instead. Goblin Surveyor, Trample, start your engines, Exile. Yeah, just because, like, there's no way to force taps, so we're going to go with the Ironclad. Detention Chariot. For 6, it's a 6/6. When this vehicle enters, exile target artifact or creature an opponent controls until this vehicle leaves the battlefield. Yeah, that's too expensive. It does have cycling for 1, which is worth considering, but, like, it's all it would ever get used for. And I'm not a big fan of cycling, honestly. Scry I'm a big fan of, so that might be the card we take. Although, some Dynamite Divers might be good. How many Spot Cycle Scouters do I have? Only 1? Which do I think would serve me better? I think having the card advancement to Scry would be better, honestly. I have a lot of stuff to help me saddle and mount already as it is. Outpace Oblivion. When this enchantment enters, it deals 5 damage to up to 1 target creature or planeswalker. Sacrifice this enchantment. It deals 2 damage to each player who doesn't have max speed. That's funny, but doesn't help me. Daring Mechanic. Mario's back. He won't leave me alone. Guidelight Matrix. And a Jungle Hollow. None of these are good picks. None of these are good picks. But this is a nice little cheap goblin. Although... Oh, no, it's the Matrix. I don't know what I'm talking about. The Matrix is going to help me mount and saddle. I don't know why I wouldn't pick the Matrix. I need to read cards. Broadcast Rambler or Endrider Catalyzer. Huh. I guess give me the vehicle since that's what we're doing and not max speed. Neither one is a good choice, though. It probably won't end up in the final product. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, put that many +1/+1 counters on this creature. Or Collision Course, choose 1. It deals X damage to target creature where X is the number of permanents you control that are creatures and or vehicles, or destroy target artifact. Now that's a piece of control that works really well with my deck. Crash and Burn, either destroy target vehicle or Crash and Burn deals 6 damage to target creature or planeswalker. So yeah, we're going with the Collision Course. That's a great card. Reckless Velocitar, which we already know is a great pick for this deck. Swiftwing Assailant, 3/3 flying, start your engines. This creature gets +0/+1 and vigilance at max speed. Or Magmakin Artillerist, this is a new one. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, this creature deals that much damage to each opponent. We're not discarding. Ticket Tortoise, 3/1 Defender. When this creature enters, if an opponent controls more land than you, create a treasure token. So that's okay. Thank you for stopping in. Have a good day. And Reckless Velocitar is definitely the pick here, no question. Like, these other cards are not helping us. Another Armory. Somebody didn't choose the Armory. Interface Ace. This creature saddles, mounts, and cruise vehicles using its toughness rather than its power. I don't know. They're both really good. I think I need the Ace, though, just because, like, again, with the cost of cards, I think that's the way to go. Yeah, we're gonna go with the Ace. I like the Ace better. Ooh. Dynamite Diver over Gilded Goat. Whenever this creature attacks, create a treasure token. That's not a bad card, but I do want the Diver. I want the Diver for sure. Fuel the Flames deals 2 damage to each creature, or Goblin Surveyor, exile this card, 3/2 Trample. Ooh. I can take this. I can make that work if I have to. When this creature enters, target creature or vehicle gains life. Like, ooh, another Diver. Hell yeah. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme that Diver. Target creature gets -6/-6 until end of turn. You gain 2 life. Or, target opponent reveals their hand. You choose an artifact or creature from... okay, I'm picking this one because I'm going to build black decks outside of this. And I can add that to it. So I'll take that. And then finally, Foul Roads. The black one that gives me crew peoples. All right. After drafting your final card, common and uncommon cards that exceeded the 4x collection limit increase your vault progress. Well, I didn't get any of those. All right, so now I have to eliminate cards until I have a deck that is either 40 cards or more. And I want it to be about 41 because I don't want too many cards. So we're going to take out all the cards that don't match the color of what we're doing. Go ahead and take out all these. No swaps. Don't want that. Take out Intimidation Tactics. There we go. Perfect. Okay, then we're going to add... There we go. 18 land should do it, I think. All right, and then I don't want this. Canyon Vaulter, Collision Course we want, Interface Ace we want, Leonin Surveyor, that doesn't help me. Burner Rocket, Kickoff Celebrations, maybe we'll keep that, I'm not 100% sure. Walking Sarcophagus isn't super helpful. Voyager Quick Welder probably will be. Fuel the Flames isn't what we're doing. Lifecraft Engine, I don't know. Alacrian, Clamorous Ironclad. We definitely, I think maybe we will drop that. I'm not 100% sure on that yet because those are kind of expensive. We'll drop the Scoreboard. As much as I like that card, it's not helping me. I don't like the Rambler or the Fairy. Let's see what else we got here. For how much this costs, I think we're going to drop it just because it is so freaking expensive compared to everything else we're running. What else we got? What else can we kick out? We'll take out Kickoff Celebrations. As much as I like the card Advancement, I think how tiny these decks are will make up for a lot of that. Let's see, what else can we take out? We'll take out the Blockbuster as much as I like it. Reckless Velosaur. When this creature enters, distributes 2+. Yeah, I want that. I want everything I have in here. If this creature attacks while saddled, it gets +1/+2 and gains flying until end of turn. 2 or greater. Candy Vault whenever this creature saddles. Creature gains flying. That's great. That's fantastic. Collision Course is good. Interface Ace is good. Scry 2 is great. Burner Rocket is great. This is what the deck was built around, so we can't take that out. I guess we'll take out the Quick Welder. And as this vehicle enters, choose a creature type. Creatures you control are the chosen creature type in addition to their other types. Does this make them creatures? Okay, so I have to actually look that up before we get started. MTG, Lifecraft, what's the name of the card again? Lifecraft Engine. Engine Errata. Go ahead and pull that up real quick. Okay, there's no errata on it on the website yet because the set is too new for that. So Lifecraft Engine. So MTG, does Lifecraft Engine make vehicles creatures? As this vehicle enters, choose vehicles, creatures, blah, 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 blah. Does not automatically turn vehicles into creatures. Okay, if it did, it would be worth keeping, but since it doesn't, we're going to go ahead and get rid of it. 43 cards, honestly, isn't bad, and honestly, we can take out a Plains and a Mountains for the exact 41 I was looking for. 16 land is a little bit risky, but since we're running Boros at a very, very low cost, I think it will be okay. All right, so real quick. Okay, I had a notification on my Discord, which fortunately was not important. We'll go ahead and mark that as red, so I don't have to worry about it. And then all right, we are done. Let's go ahead and get this started. Play. Let's see what we can do with this Boros Vehicles deck we've scrabbled together out of draft packs. Oh man, I haven't done a draft in like 12 years. Granted, the last one I did was in person, so it's not quite the same, but still, doing it online, even against a bot, is exciting. Like, this is nice. I'm very excited for this. I don't know why it's taking so long, because I'm supposed to be playing against bots, not people. Come on, server, I believe in you. Go, go, find me. Where's my robot? Give me a robot to fight. Let me fight the robot. I thought that was the whole deal, is that this was against AI. Why am I having to wait? That's why it's called a quick draft. I don't think so. I mean, I've never played against the bot, so I don't know. Maybe it takes a full minute to load like it just did. Damien Shade. Yeah, that's definitely a bot username. Like, come on. All right. Yeah, this is a great hand. We're going to start with this. Actually, Yeah, with the Reckless Velocitar, we'll keep it. We'll keep it for sure. And we'll go ahead and play our Dynamite Diver right off the bat. Target creature you control gets +2/+0 and gains trample until end of turn. I wonder. Okay, so we'll play this, and I will play, let's see. We'll play Canyon Vaulter first so that we can go ahead and get that way out. And then we'll punch you with the Goblin. That sentence was not a sentence. Canyon Vaulter out so that when I play the Burner Rocket, I have something bigger than Dynamite Diver to equip the Burner Rocket with so that I can use Dynamite Diver to crew the rocket. That's my plan. Actually, doing it with the Canyon Vaulter would give it flying, so I guess it depends on what the opponent plays. If they don't play a creature or anything, I can just put it out and give it crew with the Dynamite Diver and then punch with it. Okay, so they did not. Grim Javeliner. Whenever you attack, target attacking creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. When that creature dies this turn, surveil 1. Okay. And actually, does it have haste? No, it doesn't. So it can't attack the turn I put it out anyway. So I guess we're going to start with land, and we'll go ahead and we'll play that Burner Rocket. And when it comes in, it's going to give +2/+0 and trample to my Dynamite Diver. And then we're going to go to combat and swing in with Dynamite Diver, which I fully expect to be blocked because he doesn't want me crewing with it. I guarantee it. The bot might be smarter than that. I don't know. Next to them. All right. All right. That's cool with me. I will let you eat the damage 100%. What you going to do for me, bot? What you going to do to me? Let's go, body boy. Damien Shade. What do you got for me? What are you over there thinking about? You're doing a whole lot of thinking. Doing a whole lot of thinking for an AI. Come on now, buddy. You got this. Is that an island over there? That's just a weird, yeah, it's just a weird visual effect from the map. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Oh, for exhaust. Yeah, you can have that. I don't care. You won't get anything from me. Whenever you attack, target creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. When that creature dies this turn, surveil 1. They're gonna punch me with it, aren't they? Oh, they're not. Right? This is the Aether Drift map. All these different maps are based off of different sets that they've come out with. This is actually the map that goes with the set that I drafted from. So we're going to go ahead and play that, and then we're going to play Burner Rocket. So we have 2 of them on the field, which is fantastic. We're going to go ahead and give the Dynamite Diver +2/+0 and trample again. Then we're going to go ahead and play Interface Ace, which can crew with its toughness instead of its power. So we are going to go ahead and use Canyon Vaulter to crew Burner Rocket, giving it flying until end of turn. Then we're going to move to combat and swing with everything. Boom. Nope, they're going to take the damage. All right, that's a move. All right. If that is what you so choose. Whenever this creature saddles or mounts a crew vehicle during your main phase, that mounted vehicle gets +2/+0 and gains trample until end of turn. So that's probably what I'll crew the other one with. I'll play the Reckless Velocitar and then crew both of these with that and the Vaulter next turn. And, like, I don't know. I have enough mana. Yeah, enough mana to do that, for sure. I don't know what Damien is doing over there, but it's not anything that's all that great. Yep, you can have that. I'm perfectly okay with that. Little Thopter token. Camera launcher. I like that it looks like a little scorpion, kinda. That's pretty cute. I like that card. Whenever this creature gets +1/+0, okay. Resolve, yep, you can have your +1/+0. I don't care. Pass the blockers. I will block this creature with this, and I'll eat the 4 from the other creature. Absolutely. I am A-okay with that. My turn. Land for turn. I'm going to go ahead and play my Reckless Velocitar. And then I will use this Canyon Vaulter to crew one of my burner rockets. And then I will use Reckless Velocitar to crew the other one. And then I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to swing with both of my burner rockets and do a crap ton of damage that I don't think can be blocked. Oh, he has one blocker. He has one flying blocker that he can block my 5-1 with if he really wants to. Yeah, to damage. I don't have anything to prevent it. Boom. 5 life left. I don't think they can stop this. Unless they play a flyer, all I have to do next turn is Canyon Vaulter to saddle the burner rocket and then use this pedal to the metal to punch anything that gets in the way. Ripclaw Wrangler, when this vehicle enters, each opponent discards card. How dare you ruin my plan? That did absolutely ruin my plan, unfortunately. But I think I can crew it with more than one creature, even if the one creature that it's crewed with already meets the requirements. So I should be able to give it +2/+0 with the Velocitar and give it flying with the Vaulter. You can't attack with it this turn. I really don't understand why you did that. That was absolutely pointless. I guess this is like the first like level 1 bot. Maybe they're supposed to be kind of stupid. I don't really know. I don't really understand. Resolve. Pass. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to block with my little goblin dude because he's kind of served his purpose at this point. Deal 1 damage to any target. Oh yeah, we'll go ahead and finish the Javelinier off. Get her out of here. Resolve. Yep, you can have your Surveil. I don't mind. I don't think you're going to get another turn anyway if I am right about the fact that I can crew more than once. Because I can saddle more than once. I know that. So we're going to crew... Well, they just surrendered. They knew better. That's really funny. They knew it was coming. All right. Vicoltori. Excelente. I love it. All right, we're going to go in to our deck here real quick. Ooh, we got a reward. So go ahead and claim. Threefold Thunder Hulk. This creature enters with 3+1+. This is way too expensive to use. Never mind. I don't want it. I don't want it. That's perfectly fine. It can stay out of the deck. We're going to switch this avatar to Chandra. Then the card sleeves. Yeah, I like the black ones the best. We'll stick with those. All right. Next round. We got this. Round 2. All right, let's go. Boros Vehicles. Game 1 down. We have definitely got this in the bag. This deck is pretty strong. And honestly, we didn't even get some of the best cards in it. Like, it had a handful of the cards that I wanted it to get in order to do as well as it did. But, like, ooh, yeah, see here, Call It In. Call It In here is the one we didn't get. But I can't keep this hand. I don't have a white mana. Although, I have enough red cards in my hand that I might be able to make it through until I get one, but I don't want to risk it. I think it's safer to mulligan. Yes, it was much safer. Absolutely, that was the way to go. So, with this hand, even with this 4-cost card, we are going to go ahead and toss one of these mountains, because by the time we need that card, hopefully we'll have enough land by then. So, yep, great. Excellent start. We'll go ahead and drop this possum right off the bat. It gets 1/1 vigilance, and whenever it attacks while saddled, it gets a bonus. So if I give it something like the oh, I already forgot the name of the damn card. Wow, I'm awesome. Okay, I guess we'll play the Guidelight Matrix. Go ahead and we'll do that. And that's it. No attacks. I don't want my possum dying. Oh, they're also... Oh, no, they're playing... Oh, no, they're playing Rakdos. They're playing Rakdos, probably max speed. Yep, there's a max speed card. And that's going to put them up to a speed of 2 right off the bat if I don't block that. I hate that I have to do this, but I mean, I don't think it matters because I can't stop both of them. So I'm just going to save my possum and eat the 5. All right. Wait, why did you tap this? I don't understand. Why was that tapped? Okay, whatever. I'm not going to complain. Well, land for turn. And, I I think that's going to be it because I'm going to try to trick them into pedal to the metal. Is it an instant? It is. Okay, excellent. That'll work. Okay, I'm going to try to trick them into attacking and then hit pedal to the metal, which will give my creature first strike, meaning if I block with it, my creature will do damage to their creature before their creature does damage to mine, and kill theirs before mine lives. Like, that works out perfectly for me if I can make that work. Okay, you can have that, 100%. When this creature enters, it deals 1 damage to target opponent, and you gain 1 life. Okay, whatever, that's fine. Oh man, it is so easy to gain max speed. They're almost there. Like, that is kind of scary. What does this creature do at max speed? Exile this card from your opponent, draw a graveyard. This creature has Death Touch and Haste. Oh, this has Saddle 1. That's why they keep doing that. They're saddling it. Pass to attackers. And, that needs to stop. So, we're going to pedal to the metal for 2 to the squirrel. Auto pay everything. And then we're going to block the treasure horse because I don't want you getting any more of those treasures. That is bad news bears for me. No more of that. Land for turn. Is this thing flying until end of turn? Okay. X damage to target creature or X is the number of permanents you control that are creatures and or vehicles. Okay. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose up to 1 target minor vehicle you control until end of turn that permanent becomes... Okay, this will give it vigilance at least, so I can block and attack with it. That's going to be nice. So I'll go ahead and I'll give it to this. And it can attack, which will give it +2, which will give me... Bam! +1, +2. Okay, so that's nice. Basically, flying monsters can only be blocked by other creatures that have flying or by an ability called Reach. Which, Reach implies that the creature is really, really tall, like a tree folk or something that can smack them out of the sky. Or that they have, like, some sort of ranged attack, like bows. A lot of elves tend to have Reach. I can't believe I have to eat this attack, but I absolutely do. This might be it. This might be it. The second person might put me down already. Alright, we're just gonna desperately play some creatures and hope that we can get... Hope that we can survive just a little bit longer and make something out of this, because this is not going well. Go ahead and give it to the squirrel. I should have attacked with the squirrel. Oh well. Oh, that's terrifying. Okay, we're gonna block the 3 with this. Oh. You're only attacking with 1 creature? Well, then we'll... Okay, that's perfectly fine with me. Wait, why couldn't I block it? Lifelink flying... Oh, because it flies. X is the number of permanents or creatures. Okay, so... Okay, perfect. So I can play this, which will give +2, +0 to this. And then I can do this, and do this to kill this. Boom. Then I move to combat, and I give this thing that, and I attack with... No, not everything. Just this. Because then it's going to fly and do 4 damage. I kind of wish it didn't have flying, though, to be entirely honest. Because I want to kill this giant, scary alligator. I don't like that he has it. I don't like that they have that at all. That scares the crap out of me. Resolve. Max speed at the beginning of your upkeep, exile top card of your library. They play this. Oh, that's wonderful. That's so great that you have that. Yeah, I think this is it. I don't think there's anything I can do to stop it. Wow, that thing has Death Touch too. I didn't even know that. Death Touch, Haste. Just swing at me. Just swing at me. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. That's okay. That's okay, honey. All right, I think that's it. Do I get another run at this, or is that just the end of my draft? Let us see. Let us see. Waiting for the server. Okay, I get 3 losses before I'm just done. Okay, so we'll keep going. We'll definitely keep going. I thought that was just the end of the run. Whoo, that would have been unfortunate. All right. We can do this. We got this. Boros has got this. I hate how long it makes me wait for the bot. Like, it's a bot. Come on now. Why does it take a whole minute to load this thing? Okay, we're gonna mulligan this hand. No, this isn't good either. Come on. Whew. No, this isn't gonna work. All right, we're just gonna concede this and eat our second loss. And actually, I do have to step away for a hot minute, so I will be right back in about... I'm not sure. Something has come up, unfortunately. I do have to go take care of it. So, actually, I think it might be best that we go ahead and we end this here. I don't know if I'll be able to pick up this draft at a later point, but if I can, I absolutely will. I do apologize it. Oh, hi. Hi, thank you for joining. I'm so sorry, but I actually have to go. Something happened, and I had to step away, unfortunately. Nothing too serious, I hope. I don't think it is, but I do have to go take care of something. So I will be... I should be live later this weekend, probably playing Magic again. If I can pick this draft back up again, I will. If not, we'll set some other kind of new KitKat goal that we can take care of. All right, everybody who tuned in and watched, thank you so much. And anybody who watched this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching all the way through. I do appreciate it. If anybody could like, comment, and subscribe, I do appreciate that as well. And once again, thank you for watching.